With the slump in oil prices, the industry has found itself at a crossroad. As such, all involved seem intent on weathering the storm and pulling through. But it begs the question on whether there is another way. We speak to GE's Oil and Gas APAC General Manager Visal Leng on how digital solutions could hold the key. So Visal, how would the implementation of all these industrial internet solutions help the oil and gas companies in the global market and also in Malaysia?
We think that by implementing the digital industrial solution, we can bring productivity, increase productivity by 1%. So it may sound small, but for oil and gas customers from upstream to downstream, it's a lot of money.
I also understand that GE set up a third Oil and Gas Monitoring and Diagnostics Center in Malaysia, which is called iCenter back in 2014. How does that work? How does this facility help Malaysian company or other machines in the region?
The implementation of this center in KL back in 2014 is one center out of 3 in the world. So it means we can monitor 24/7 with teams in those 3 centers on how the machines at our customers are behaving. So for example, we see on monitors with engineers prediction data and prediction of when the machine, how the machine are behaving, and we can predict their failure. So when we predict the failure, we can obviously minimize the unplanned downtime. So that's how we can bring productivity to the customers.
Right. GE Oil and Gas segment revenue and profit dropped about 14% year-on-year last year ended December. So what are the challenges faced by oil and gas segment in GE?
The oil and gas sectors, like all of the industry, is under tremendous challenge. So we had our fair share of challenges as well. So what we have to do is we have to continue to invest in technology. That's what GE is doing, because we firmly believe that it will be for the long run. It's a down cycle. I mean, it's a cycle industry. So there are ups, there are downs. The important is to stay steady within this cycle.
Did GE get affected or impacted by the low oil prices?
Yes, absolutely. GE overall, there are some, I would say, negative impact and positive impact. So negative impact on our oil and gas business because the activity is slowed down. But for example, our aviation business or transportation benefit from low price in the oil industry.
I also understand that GE has a few segments, right? It has aviation business, it has power and water, and GE Oil and Gas leverages on technology innovation from other GE businesses. How does this work?
Very good question. We call it the GE store. So this is the ability for every business to pick and choose in the GE store different capabilities. So for example, GE Oil and Gas can go to aviation and look at technology on the aeroderivative machine out of the turbine that we put on a plane. We can go to the research center and look at material science to improve the resistance to corrosion, to temperature. So we leverage from different industry within GE, which is unique, to improve the technology on our products, and we benefit in oil and gas.
Right. So how significant are the Malaysian and Asian markets contributing to the group? Tell us about your clients.
Yes, so Asia Pacific is one of the key regions for GE Oil and Gas globally. It's about 10 to 15% in the global market of GE Oil and Gas. Malaysia within Asia has a prominent place. We have been here for more than 30 years. Key clients, of course, in the region is Petronas, is a key client, plus all of the partners in the PSCs. But we have also key local partners like Sapura Kencana. We have a joint venture with them. Penaga. So there is a couple of key customers with which we have formed alliances.
GE is supplying a gas turbine-driven compressor train technology to Petronas, like what you said just now. Could you elaborate on the project and how much GE has spent on this project?
In Malaysia, we have been working with Petronas since a long time. You think about Bintulu, Malaysia LNG. So we've been here since the 80s. We have worked with Petronas and enhance the technology. So there is a couple of projects that are ongoing. And the investment, you were asking the investment has taken place over those last 40 years in terms of technology, in terms of localization. I was mentioning the JV before, in terms of raising capability of field service engineers, hiring Malaysian.
Let's look at the global oil market. You know, oil prices has recently rebounded and it has hit $40 a barrel. Do you think oil prices has seen its worst at this moment?
I hope we have seen the worst, but I think we need to be prepared for still some ups and downs within this year, and hopefully we will start to see a steady recovery starting next year.
Right, obviously the oil prices have, still in its volatility stage. So what kind of challenges do you think Malaysian oil and gas companies and also the other global players, oil and gas companies, are facing right now?
I think the challenge is really managing the short term while you still have a vision long term, meaning we know it's a cycle, it's challenging right now, but we need to prepare at the same time for the future.
So Visal, Iran say that they have expressed negatively on cutting oil output, and they say they are not going to take part in the meeting with the OPEC members and non-OPEC members next month. So what do you think about this? What do you think the oil and gas, how would this affect the oil and gas?
Iran has expressed obviously some desire to play a role on the oil and gas market. We, with the rest of the industry, think that it will be something that contributes to the overall play. So what we have done on our side is we have started to just look at the market. We have to follow the rules of doing business in Iran, especially as an American company. But there may be some opportunities doing business with Iran, and we are looking into that as well.
Because Iran say that they are not going to cut any oil production, do you think it's a good time for all the other oil and gas companies in the world to go in at this time?
I think the oil and gas companies traditionally play in a difficult market, whether it's a challenging environment in the Arctic, in the deep water, in countries where you have conflicts. So I think oil and gas companies are, very I wouldn't say adventure, but they like those difficult places. And is it the right time to look at it? Difficult to say, but I think we on the oil and gas side, oil and gas side, we are starting to have a look as a company.
Right.
Yes.
Could these digital solutions prove a significant help on low oil prices? Maybe it's a case of not knowing until it's tried out.